Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to download and run VMware and Debian. You're going to want to go to vmware.com. Once there, just click Downloads, go to the free products and click Workstation Player. This is free for home use, so just go to the download now, go and save it to your computer. In the meantime, we can get Debian downloaded, so go ahead and just Google Debian download. You're going to go to the first link, Getting Debian. You're going to download an installation image. And you're just going to click the AMD 64. It doesn't matter if you're running Intel or AMD, this is the one you want. So go ahead and save that to your computer. If you want to run this on a USB, you can download a little program called Rufus. It's a pretty simple download, and all you need is a flash drive. So I'll just show you how to do that real quick. It's pretty simple. Just pretty much go to the Rufus website, download it. You can get the portable one if you want, but the regular one is fine. It's also portable. And a VMware alternative, which I actually started on. This one's pretty simple too. It's called VirtualBox. It's pretty simple, pretty intuitive. I like it, but the industry standard is VMware, so that's what we're going to be using today. Alright, so get this running. For the most part, everything's going to be just the defaults. Default drivers. I usually decheck, unselect these because I don't like to be bothered by everything, so you don't need that many updates. Manage default next. I'll show you Rufus real quick while this is installing. Once you plug in the drive, it'll populate there automatically. You can just select your image that you downloaded, which would be Debian. And once that's in, you just hit start and it's ready to go. You can boot to it. You can run it live or just install it from there. It's pretty simple. No license, it's a free version. So just get it open. Again, no license. We're going to create a new virtual machine. So you don't worry about this one, you're just going to look for the image here. Should be in your downloads folder. Go next. Here's a good time to put a name for it. You can name it whatever you want. If you got multiple installations, then give a name. Default plays pretty good. I typically like to put these at 25 gigabytes. Every now and then I'll have an issue if I put it at 20, so I found 25 is pretty good. Now's a good time to configure your hardware. I like to give it a little bit more RAM, let everything run nicely. Give it at least 2 cores. Doesn't matter. You can put 2, 3, 4. If you have 4 cores, you can put 4 cores. Those 2 boxes you don't have to worry about unless you're going to be running a virtual machine inside your virtual machine, so don't worry about that. My operating system is virtualized, so that's just an error for me, don't worry about it. Might prompt you to download some tools for VMware. You can just run them, download them. You'll actually install that later. I'll show you how. Graphic install is the easiest. For the most part, everything's going to be default here, but there's a couple options where you actually choose a different box. Choose your language, English. I'm in the United States. Of course, do the language. Hostname, default, domain, unless you're on a domain, which you're probably not, go and leave it blank. You're going to create a password for your root account. Go ahead and insert a username. I like Rick and Morty, so I do Morty. Should default there, and choose a password for that account as well. I'm in California, so I'm going to choose Pacific. Just keep continuing next. Only one option next. Recommended for you new users. Continue. You're going to finish partitioning and then confirm it with a yes. You'll see in a minute there are a lot of different varieties of Debian you can install, and that will be in my next video. There's no other disk right now, just hit no. Since there's no other disk, we have to choose where it downloads. You can just choose the default. Sometimes that one's a little slow for me, so I will choose a different one. The Chicago one's been pretty good for me, but usually the Debian default is the fastest one. No proxy server, leave it blank. Just default no, I don't want to take a survey. This is where you can choose the desktop environment for Debian. I personally like Cinnamon. I think it looks the best, and it's probably the easiest for a Windows user. It's the most intuitive, similar start menu style and everything, so I'm just going to choose that for this video. Default yes for the grub bootloader. And for this part, you want to click the device/SDA file, or else it's not going to know where to find the OS. Just continue, eject the media, super easy. Anyone can do it. It'll default there in a second or two. First thing we want to do is sign in as the root user. We need to install the VMware tools so we can get this full screen. So you're going to go up to the menu, manage, install VMware tools. This is going to pretty much install a little virtual drive. Should pop up automatically. There's a tar.gz file. You're going to want to open that one. Right click the folder. You're going to want to extract it. You can extract it anywhere, documents, desktop, it doesn't really matter. Just show the files, takes you right to it. Open the folder. The VMware install PL, you're going to want to right click that or double click it and just open it. Run in terminal. For this one, you're just going to type Y for yes, and you're just going to jam through. It's going to ask you a bunch of questions, default everything, so just keep hitting enter until it's done. One of the options enables drag and drop, so you'll be able to, move files over between your desktop and your virtual machine, copy and paste text, pretty simple. If it's not full screen, you might want to just minimize it or or click that maximize button, you're good to go. You got a full screen Linux. And at this point, yeah, you're in Linux. Feel free to play around with it, play around with the player. You can multitask. You can make it bigger, smaller. Go check out all the settings you can do. It's pretty cool. Pretty intuitive start menu. It's got preferences. It's kind of similar to Apple in this way. It's got everything in one place. If you're like me, you can make everything black. Looks pretty cool. You can change all the settings, change the way folders look and stuff. Change your fonts, change your cursors. There's different desktops, different themes. A bunch of built-in backgrounds, pretty cool. Not bad, better than the Windows built-in ones. If you do want to use it full screen, it's pretty good looking, pretty clean. Just click that full screen button up here at the top. And you can hide it with the little pin. Now people wouldn't even know that you're a virtualizing machine, If you want to have people over, you say, hey, look at me, I'm running Linux, It's pretty fun. Makes you look smart. Linux has a bunch of pretty cool pre-installed softwares. Take a look through them. It's got your normal settings, your shutdowns, your logouts. It's just a computer. It's not that hard to figure out. You can eject that if you want. Pretty straightforward file explorer. Here's one of the coolest things about Linux. Alright, you got this LibreOffice. I mean, you can get this on Windows too, but it's already installed. You're good to go. If you have school, you're a student, or you got work, you got LibreOffice. And then you know what the coolest part is that's fully compatible with Word. You can open document files, you can save as document files, send it to your professors, your boss, they wouldn't even notice a difference. Super cool. Thanks for watching this tutorial. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you enjoy Linux. I hope you enjoy VMware. Have fun.